Hi guys, so in today's tutorial I will be showing you all how to sew a button using a button foot. And this trick is absolutely amazing. This has saved me so much time. This is perfect for just quick fixes or of course adding buttons to your handmade pieces. So let's get into it. And this is what we will need, of course, your fabric, your thread color of choice, the button or button, should I say, presser foot, some snips, and this is absolutely optional. Just some temporary no-sew glue or Elmer's glue works just fine. This is just to provide support while aligning the button with the fabric underneath the presser foot. Alrighty, so once again, optional choice. I just use some tailor's chalk just to mark where I will be placing the button. Alrighty, and then as you can see, just dotting a little bit of glue here, and let's go ahead and get that button nice and secure. Give that a nice little tap so you can get that going right under the presser foot. So first things first, let's go ahead and swap that presser foot out, your regular presser foot, and attach the button foot to your machine. And this button foot is specially designed for sewing a button, of course. So this is actually really cool. I've never used this presser foot until about earlier this year. So yeah, I'm very excited to share with you all. And as you can see here, we have ridges right below, which is very useful for just gripping that fabric, and it will keep it in place while the button does all of the work. This is a really nifty tool. I love it. I feel like I have been under a rock. I've been sewing for quite a few years. So this is very, very helpful. And I just had to make this just so I can help the next person. So let's just go ahead and get that secured in our shank. Of course, if you're familiar with switching out your presser feet, then of course this shouldn't be too much of a hassle for you. So as you can see, I'm just getting this nice and snug below. And while we're doing that, we're just going, once we do that, we will set the machine to a zigzag stitch. Perfect. She is ready to go. So nice. Once you have set your machine to a zigzag stitch with a width that matches the distance between the buttonholes, let's get this aligned for a moment. And as you can see here, if you look right at this little center spacing, this is pretty much just a guide for your needle, and I use this to center the buttons as well. So once we do a test run, once we adjust the width and of course your zigzag stitch width, I do about, this is a larger button, so for more security, I would do about maybe 10 stitches per pair of holes. So let's just go ahead and do that. Alrighty, and that looks good. Don't forget to lift your presser foot to guide it a bit forward. A little tacky there. So we can just repeat that step for the next pair of holes. Alright, once that gets nice and secure, we can lock that presser foot back in. Alrighty, let's aim. Yeah, we want to make sure that is perfect because we do not want to break any needles. Been there, done that, saving you the stress. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. So about, if I can keep count, I would say maybe 8 to 10, 10 to 12, whatever works for you, your preference. And then of course, towards the end, we're going to add maybe 2 to 3 back stitches just to secure everything. Let's give that a go. All right, looks good. Perfect. All right, and then we're going to just pull that out. You will be left with 2 tails above, 2 tails below. Let's go ahead and grab our snips and get rid of the 2 tails above. Be very careful when snipping. We don't want to cut too much thread, and that can loosen up our work there. Alrighty, and then we're going to just pull that out and just snip that additional tail that's left from the bobbin thread. And we're not going to snip that just yet. Let's hold off and let's do about 2 to 3 knots below, just to give that button a little extra reinforcement so that it can stay put during washes or additional tugging and moving and all of that good stuff. So yeah, just snipping that. Alrighty, let's give those 2 tails a quick double tie there, however many times you need. For tutorial purposes, I'll just do 2, but I feel like I do have a bit OCD, so I would do it maybe 4 times just to give that a little more security there. All right, and that looks good. And once we do that, we can just snip the ends really, really quickly. Boom. Alrighty, perfect. And that's it. A clean, secure button using the button foot, using my favorite non-slip trick, as you can see there, nice and neat, just checking for extra security. And if you found this tutorial helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share it with someone that's learning how to sew, or just use this as reference. Look at how clean that is. You may see a little knot there, but who cares? Let me know in the comments if you tried this method or if you have any sewing hacks. Take care.